guys, welcome back to Metropolis After Hours. I'm Assistant Manager Flynn Cook, and this is owner Gail Burt.
Hello.
This takes me back. I remember our first one was just the two of us.
That's right. Oh, I know. It's great to be able to spend time alone with you, Flynn. Oh, I know. It brings a tear to my eye, too.
Anyway, it's back to more talk about the comics. We got the skinny for you on the latest comics that came out this past week.
Right.
Well, let's start off on the big one that everybody's talking about.
The big one.
Wonder Woman 600.
Yep.
That's
a big deal.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm not going to spoil everything, but it's a great anniversary issue because it has like 3 or 4 stories in it. The first like 3 don't relate to the big thing that everyone's talking about.
No, that's right. But you know what? Let me say this about number 600. This is what I wanted this to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I wanted Batman 700 to be. This is a great anniversary issue. It really establishes great reverence for the character. Shows us kind of like a whole bunch of different facets of the character. It's really cool. So some of our greatest writers and artists in there too.
Yeah. So now, for those of you who don't know, J. Michael Straczynski of Spider-Man fame and creator of Babylon 5, wrote Real Ghostbusters, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
He is taking over Superman and Wonder Woman, and whereas his direction on Superman looks like it's going to be an interesting story, he's completely reinventing Wonder Woman.
Yeah, this is a radical departure from anything we've seen before.
Yeah, I mean, her costume has completely changed, and I think we can zoom in and show you this costume.
Well, okay, let's talk about what we disagree on, Flynn.
Yeah.
The jacket. The jacket. I think it's awesome for 1993.
And what's wrong with that? Some fashion.
It's 2010.
Well, just because the fashion goes out of date doesn't mean it can't still look good. Okay?
Well,
it depends on a person's taste. I think the jackets...
It's supposed to be armor.
Yeah, well, it's slightly armored, but JMS makes a good point that it's nice to change up, give her the ability to change up her look a little bit. His interview in the back of this magazine, I suggest everybody who's on the fence about it should read it because it helped. I already kind of liked what I saw, but it cemented the fact that I'm interested in it. And keep in mind, I'm not a person that ever liked Wonder Woman. You couldn't get me to read a Wonder Woman comic book unless you told me that Bruce Timm was going to write Wonder Woman, because he's the only person that does Wonder Woman the way I think is interesting. And JMS is completely reinventing her, as I said. Not just the costume, which I think is cute, by the way.
The good thing about this is, it is a reinvention from the ground up, but one of the things that I think that a lot of people aren't really clear on is it does not do away with all of her 69 years of history.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good story arc. It's not a reinvention in the sense of like One More Day where, we're changing the history. No, the history's still there. But, the basic premise is Wonder Woman as we knew her does not exist.
Right. Very briefly, what happens is she hears a disturbance. She runs to investigate it. She sees a little girl in a sort of like a Grecian toga running away from 2 men, and the little girl stops and says something to her. And then, as Wonder Woman chases her, as the little girl turns and runs away, Wonder Woman literally runs around the corner, and there's this big white flash, and she's someone else in a different place, in a different time. So she's actually running down the street down the back of an alley in the new outfit, and
gets in a fight, kicks butt. So fans be advised, it's not a Denny O'Neil Mod Squad Wonder Woman. Straczynski knows not to repeat that. She has lowered powers because at this point in this new history, not all of her powers have come out yet, but she has powers. They're not stripping her of her iconography, in terms of attitude.
Well, she knows she doesn't have the lasso yet. She's got to go find it. She has different bracers.
They have like a half a W on each one, so when she puts
them together,
it creates a W.
She signs her work.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like a Zorro kind of a thing. But like I said, I think the outfit's cute. But to me, that's the least of the changes.
I love the pants.
Yeah. The pants are a must.
Yeah, absolutely.
The panties are kind of...
Tired of the Star-Spangled Panties.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to take her seriously when she's wearing those.
It really is.
But what was the point I was leading up to?
Well, the point is that she's going to... hopefully finally find a sort of like a solo voice and a voice of her own. I believe
that's what I was leading to.
It's been one of the problems with the character for years.
Yeah,
I think.
like JMS says, it's been hard for people to find a good direction on her because it's kind of all over the place. How much mythology do you include? Are you including too much? It kind of drowns in it, and that's the thing. The people who are already fans, this change isn't meant to get you on board. It's meant to get people like me on board that were never interested in Wonder Woman before, but will be reading her now.
Right, and we sure have had a lot of people talking about it. It was covered in USA Today. It was covered on Yahoo
ABC World News Tonight.
ABC World News Tonight. So it's getting a lot of play in the
but
in
they're
the
just
media.
Spotlighting the costume change.
It's definitely worth your time to take a look at it, because if you're interested in real strong female characters, JMS is one of the top guys. I think I put him right up there with Joss Whedon for strong female characters. If you ever saw Babylon 5, Delenn, the Minbari ambassador, Commander Ivanova, Lita Hall, real central characters to the plot, very, very strong without being strident. So I'm looking forward to the run. Anyways, let's move on and talk about some of these other things, because we got a million other things to see.
The Phantom. We're not talking about this particular Phantom book,
scratch my nose.
but
I'm sorry.
I wanted
not
to talk.
picking it, just scratching it.
I wanted to talk about an upcoming Phantom storyline that really interests me. For those who don't read the Phantom, go see the Billy Zane movie. It's everything you need to know about the character. But the last Phantom story, we don't know all the details, but it's the last Phantom. I'll just say that. And if you look into the Phantom, you'll get an idea of the legacy aspect. I really like that.
Okay, we're going to talk really fast about these. This was good.
Just wanted to mention this was really good.
This is always good. Atomic Robo, okay?
Okay. Batman Beyond, the book that a lot of people were expecting.
Was awesome.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And
great story.
It leaves a lot of promise. We're really going to be looking forward to the rest. Oh, yeah. It was fantastic. This, I don't normally read Veronica, but I just wanted to mention, I really dig this cover because I like Veronica. Pick it up for your collection.
Everybody really likes that cover, by the way. So
one of the few pleasing books from Marvel to come out these days for me, Spider-Ham 25th anniversary
Very
book.
funny.
It's not like it's great in the story department or anything, but it's great to see
Yeah,
the
but
throw
it's
a
just
bone
fun.
to this funny 80s idea from the era of Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends. And this is the first Top Cow book I ever read. I picked it up because it's about a speedster.
it's Velocity.
It's a speedster that apparently already exists, but I never heard of her before. They released it the same week as The Flash, which I'm sure is no surprise to even take a poke at The Flash. And Flash was fantastic still, by the way. They brought back Flash Facts.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got to read The Flash. If you're not reading the new Flash, it's way good. So, yeah, definitely.
But I like the tone of the writing. I'm not going to say it was one of the greatest books I read this week, but it was a nice little surprise.
Surprisingly good, yeah.
And if you like The Flash, you have a window into the kind of stuff that can happen to Velocity. So, if you're reading Flash, you might want to read Velocity.
Yeah, definitely. I like it. So I don't make any bones about the fact that I'm like pretty much, entrenched DC because I've been reading them since I was 8. But Velocity is a good book, and it's very nice, stylish artwork. And so for guys that really like sort of like girl art,
I didn't think the art was that great. It was mostly about the idea of the story.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, and this is written by Ron Mars, by the way. This is the guy that did away with Hal Jordan in the first place.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, he is. He wrote the original story where Hal Jordan becomes the evil psychopath.
Oh, yeah, Emerald Dawn.
Right, yeah.
Was it Emerald Dawn?
Twilight.
Emerald Twilight, that's
Twilight, right. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, good.
So,
okay.
yeah, Flash,
excellent.
Fantastic.
Yes.
We're running out of time, so
that's the way it is.
Hope to see you again next week on Metropolis After Hours.
Oh, wait. We want to talk about Steve Niles, Doug TeNapel, Tommy Kovac, all going to be here July 14th, along with a big sale, our Summer Sizzler sale, 25% off statues and hardcovers, 30% off soft covers, and variants and vintage books, 50% off, and the members can add their discounts. So make sure you're with us for the sale, definitely, but also on July 14th itself, all 3 of these great creators are going to be here. They'll all sketch, sign. Well, Steve's just a writer, so he'll just sign for you, but he might sketch if you ask him nice enough or if you're pretty enough. So.
Okay. This time, goodbye for real.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.